So what about your family? What was their thing? Because even today my father thinks I am the most stupid person he has ever met in life.
He hasn't met me. He should meet me.
He should.
Then, like,
Oh God, this is awesome. Hi everyone, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Mata Di. Welcome to my YouTube channel Merchant Navy Decoded. Today I have got a very special guest, Satyajit Gupta sir.
Hello everyone.
He is most probably right now the only Indian seafarer who has climbed the highest Indian peak, that is Kanchenjunga. And sir is a mountaineer right now, who is also second engineer, whose last contract was Synergy. And today I am going to interview him, know about his journey, how he started his sailing career, then how he got intrigued towards mountaineering, what all failures has he seen in mountaineering, what all achievements he has seen in mountaineering, and why till now he hasn't climbed Mount Everest. Let us just start. Hello sir, first of all welcome sir.
Hello, welcome.
So sir, my first question to you is, you are my college senior. I am 2008 pass out, you are 2007 pass out. 5906 5806, you are roll number BAP of my college. So sir, I want to know about your journey. Like, you joined Merchant Navy, then please.
Our journey, both like same, we passed out from the same college, and my journey basically started from 2007. I got campus placement in K-Line, and thereafter I upped my ranks, gave exams, the Merchant Navy stuff, and then joined Anglo, and finally I joined Synergy, and Synergy was my last company and last contract in November 2021. And till now, seafaring journey was very nice. I enjoyed every moment of it, every day of it, and never on my ship I was feeling I shouldn't be there. I always enjoyed being there, and it was very good, very very good. But then again I switched over to mountaineering. That is another different field, and it's same in mountaineering. I enjoy every day, each moment of mountaineering also. But yeah, sadly both cannot continue. But then that's life. You cannot get everything in life. Like, it's impossible.
Sir, as far as I know your life in college, you were a Dota guy, video game guy, never interested in sports, and always into like either little bit of studies, but a very casual, cool type guy. I see that thing in you. Life goes on. You are that kind of person. Let's just go with the flow. So sir, how did this mountaineering bug attract you?
Actually, in whatever I have done, like academics before the college, college, okay, I was not studying that much, but yeah, to get into college, 1 year I studied very hard. And even Dota, if you see, we used to play Dota like 15, 16, 18 hours a day. So that is like huge. So whatever I have done till now, I have given my 100%, and it's same in mountaineering. And how it started with a very funny incident. One of our batchmates, like Abhinit Kothari, he asked us, he was getting married. So it was his last bachelor trip he wanted to do, and he wanted to do a trekking, and that too in March. We were not aware in March the conditions are not very good. We are like first timers, we don't know anything. So we found a guy and asked him, okay, where you can take us? He said there is a Minkyani Pass in Himachal. It's a relatively smaller altitude, 4,200 something, that we can go. We said okay, we didn't know anything, and we just went blind.
Who all were your batchmates along with you and Abhinit Kothari sir?
Abhinit Kothari, myself, Sudipto Sur, and Ankush Kondal, Aditya Thakur. Yes, we were there. Mostly the Dota group. And
those who do not know, Dota is a video game. It's a game, right?
Yes,
sir?
It's a computer game. It's
computer
pretty
game.
famous. So we went, and we on the final day when we actually had to cross the Minkyani Pass. Up till then, I used to think that pass is something which comes between two mountains and we cross. That is the pass. But that's not a pass. Anything passable is called a pass. So a Minkyani Pass is right, you climb to the top and you go. So that is a Minkyani Pass. So we reached the top, and after reaching the top only we understood the seriousness of the project we have undertaken, because till where we can see there was only snow. We couldn't see land at all. And I was like, we were shocked. Half hour was like, okay, can somebody rescue us?
Exhausted, huh?
Yeah, and there was no rescue. What rescue? And the condition became so severe. We started 6-7 o'clock in the morning, started walking. This is my first trek I'm talking about. And ankle deep snow. We walked till 1 a.m. in the night next day.
19 hours approximately.
Yeah, approximately 18-19 hours we walked. We walked from Dharamshala to Chamba on foot. So that was like, Horrible experience. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. But even that horrible thing, somehow I enjoyed. I don't know why I enjoyed. But
What about your other
I enjoyed.
friends?
My other friends, it was completely horrible for them. They never did any tracks in their life again. Even now, I call a few of my friends, Abhinir, that come on, let's go to a track. Now I am pretty experienced. And he's like, I will not go.
Okay.
So, but I don't know that, like basically in mountaineering, now we say that we do mountaineering to torture ourselves. It's basically torture. So, I don't know, somehow I enjoyed that thing. And then I never looked back, then we did a couple of another amateur climb in Kilimanjaro, Africa. Mount Kilimanjaro, that is the highest mountain of Africa. So that was again amateur, lot of mistakes. We didn't have a waterproof tent. We went without, the water was coming inside our tent and we were like, what is happening? And without proper gear, I had an Adidas hat, I still remember, black color, which was not warm at all, which I found out when I went up that this is not warm. So, horrible experience. But again, then I enjoyed it. And after that, I started, no boss, I have to learn it. It's not like I can continue like this forever. It's not going to work this way. So I found out where are the institutes in India who teach mountaineering, and found out Uttarkashi NIM, Nehru Institute of Mountaineering, Uttarkashi, that it's a premier institute, and I joined it. Even though I had to wait 1.5 to 2 years for my turn to come. I applied and I waited 2 years. Only then I got a seat because it's that busy. I did basic course from there, got A grade, then again did advanced course, again A grade. So then I was certain कि like
engineering drawing में what was your grade in engineering drawing? Sorry sir, इसमें A grade, उसके अंदर A grade नहीं होगा.
No,
never. Okay, so sir, again, sorry interrupting you in between. So getting so many grades, that means mountaineering was becoming your bigger passion.
Yes.
So what about your family? What was their thing? Because even today my father thinks I am the most stupid person he has ever met in life.
He hasn't met me. He should meet me.
He should.
Then, like,
oh God, this is awesome.
On the earlier phase, in the earlier phase of mountaineering, my parents or even my friends or locality people, they didn't know what is mountaineering first of all. So they didn't know what are the risks involved. Even I was not sure what is the risk involved because we didn't know much. But yes, after a while when it grew, then they started, taking interest in it, reading about it on social media, and they used to follow all the accidents that come in news in mountaineering because there are a lot of accidents. And then yes, they started saying, why you are doing it? But then you see, any person who is born, he is taking risk. You name something that is risk-free. There is nothing risk-free in this world. You cross a road, you are sitting here, like there are earthquakes right now in Syria, people die in their homes, right? Everybody who is born is taking a risk.
But no sir, sitting over here, risk is happening because of God. Out here, when I am working on a machinery in engine room without wearing helmet, that is something that I have done.
Yes.
Similarly, if you are going on a mountain, so we cannot compare that. I'm so sorry.
No. I'm not saying I'm not comparing, but I'm saying that nothing is risk free.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, okay, there may be 1%, 2%, there may be 50%, but there is a risk.
Okay, agreed. So when your parents came to know that there is a lot of risk involved, questions, how did you, and even your wife, so what were the repercussions?
See, wife, ours is arranged marriage.
Okay.
And before marriage only, I told her, boss, you tell me anything to stop or anything to change, but mountaineering I will not change. So that was very clear in her mind that mountaineering is not gonna change. So no point, trying it. But yes, having said that, it's not exactly, there is a risk when I am not prepared well. I prepare very well, and at home my parents, my wife, they see my dedication, they see the amount of effort I am putting in, which, comforts them that, okay, this guy is prepared. It's not like he's not taking anything for chance. Like I get up, I told you, I get up.
Okay, sir, in 1 minute, you have to describe your 24 hours routine.
Yes, like nowadays we are preparing for a very special expedition in Nepal, world's highest mountain. And I get up at 4:30 a.m. every day. Every day means every day, except for Sunday. Sunday is off. So 4:30 a.m. I'll get up. I have my snacks, some proteins, some almonds, stuff like that. For 30 minutes, 5 o'clock, my yoga and meditation will start. It will continue for another 2 hours, 6:45, 7 o'clock, I'll hit the gym. 7 o'clock then depends. Sometimes I'll go to the gym. Some running day it will be, I'll go to the run. But 7 to 9, around close to 2 hours, I'll be working out. either in a gym or on the track running, doing activities, but working out. So 9 o'clock I'll come back. I'll again eat, because by 9 o'clock I'm like very hungry. So I'll eat a lot. Then whatever, shower and everything will be finished. And by lunchtime, like, because when I walk in mountains, I have faced difficulty in walking in sun. When the sun is up, I get dehydrated very fast. That's my, like, you can call it weakness. I can walk in cold. I can walk in extreme colds, like minus 30, minus 40. I have walked with no problems at all. I don't feel that cold. But yes, heat is a problem. So I have this year I have started running in hot. So I'll run 2-3 kilometers in the 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, something like that. 2-3 kilometers, not much. And then again lunch. Then I'll have snacks at 1600 hours or something. And then again 1730, 1800 hours, 1 hour again gym. But this evening gym will be more of a reconditioning and some cardio session to just relax the body, not putting strain, but relaxing it, because again morning I have to work out again. So that's my 24 hours, and yeah, by 9 o'clock I'm on bed. That
so is you have 2 kids. What if your youngest kid wakes you up at say 1 o'clock? Papa.
He does that all the time. See, that doesn't matter.
4:30 is 4:30.
Yeah. 4:30.
So no excuses, Praneeth Mehta. You have excuses all the time. Nahi, aaj nahi, because last night my child woke me up.
No.
So that is dedication. That is hunger.
Otherwise, then there's no point doing it. Otherwise, don't do it.
So now your parents have realized that he's not gonna give up on this. Yes. He's really determined.
Yes.
So coming to your expeditions, you started this. So success, I know. I'm going to tell them as well. What about failures? I want to know your 2 big failures.
I've seen many failures actually, and I think it's a part of life. Anything you do, and I tell everyone also, you have to fail. Fail sometimes, then only you learn. So biggest failures Annapurna, Mount Annapurna, that is 10th highest mountain in the world, 8091 meters.
But it is the most dangerous.
Yes, it is one of the most dangerous mountains in the world. It's seriously dangerous. So that was my first 8,000 meter attempt, and somehow due to lack of inexperience or I don't know, whatever reasons, I attempted it without supplemental oxygen. So I was not carrying oxygen basically.
Okay. No, you did it because on a purpose. You want to take those big risks. Otherwise, if you had to do 8,000 meters, you could have done any other. Why Annapurna? This is what I have understood. You love to take challenges which are
challenges. Not risk. See, there's a difference between risk and challenge. I don't take risk. Believe me, I don't take risk at all. I'm most safest mountaineer out there, because I train.
Keeping my fingers crossed. Obviously.
Yes, why not?
You need luck and you need good.
Yes,
good
that is correct. We all need luck. Every mountaineer, no matter how good he is. Okay, if there is avalanche coming, I have been in avalanches. We cannot do anything. Then it's pure luck. But yes, we can train properly. We can train for our minds for the avalanche. The action we'll take. I will not freeze when an avalanche is coming. I will take the proper action, and after that, of course, it's luck.
It's luck. Okay. Okay, sir. Coming back to the point again.
Yeah. So Annapurna, I attempted without oxygen.
Challenge.
And it turned out I reached summit attempt. We made, I think 7,500, 7,600 meters. I reached those zones.
Just 400 meters were left.
Yes, 400-500 meters were left for the summit. And I was walking slow. Now, the other reasons why I was walking slow, because I thought if I walk too fast, I'll spend too much energy. And the biggest mistake I made, I was not wearing my, heaviest mittens. Because those heavy mittens are very thick and they are clumsy. So I'm not used to those things. I don't like wearing them, but they are necessary. And my fingertips were getting very cold because of that. And later I understood that if you are going without oxygen, you will feel cold. You will feel extreme cold. So you will have to be well insulated, and especially the extremities. So that was a big mistake basically. And eventually, my friends, my climbing partner, he said Satya, you're walking too slow, so better you use oxygen. But again, then even I made a bigger mistake by using oxygen, because when I used oxygen, my body didn't react well to it, because at that altitude, all of a sudden, 1 second later, your body is grasping for oxygen. There is no oxygen,
and suddenly
you get a lot of oxygen. It's head rush. I was sweating inside basically. At 7,600 meters, 3 a.m. the temperature will be minus 20, minus 25, and I was literally sweating inside. Body was producing that much energy because of the oxygen. I should have rested there for 20-30 minutes and then started. That would have given time to body to acclimatize the change in oxygen, but I didn't do that. I kept walking, and eventually I had to turn back, because then it was becoming very risky. and as I said, we don't take risk. So I turned back. I came back.
This is something that you learned from shipping.
Yes.
This is what you learned from shipping.
Yes. Shipping has taught me immensely. As I told you before, also shipping and mountaineering are very similar. Risk management is like very important, and shipping has taught me that very well.
Okay. So this was your first failure, and you learned from it. What was the second failure?
Second, second, I will say Mount Noon, but that was not my failure. That was like I couldn't summit. Yes, that is a failure, but then the reasons were altogether very different. We were in climbing Mount Noon.
Where is Mount Noon, sir?
Mount Noon is close to Kargil. From Kargil, if you go a few kilometers, there is a village called Tangol. And from Tangol, you start the climb to Mount Noon. It's 7135 meters and it's the highest mountain in the Ladakh range, Indian side. Pakistan side, there are higher mountains. So we were climbing that and we reached the summit camp. And even reaching the summit camp was difficult because one of our person was getting sick. We thought his condition will improve, but it didn't improve. And summit camp, finally, the night which we had to go for the summit, his condition worsened like anything. And like he was hallucinating and he couldn't breathe. Basically, his lungs were filling with water. It happens. It's a high altitude pulmonary edema, we call it. In this, what happens, the body starts retaining water and your lungs will start filling with water. So while lying down, you cannot breathe and you will feel like you're drowning. I mean, you will drown at, 7,000 without water at 7,000 meters, you will drown if you don't take any action. So he was facing that. And when we asked him to drink tea, he was doing like this, like he was imagining the cup in his hand. He was hallucinating basically. So his condition was severe. Now there were two options with me: to leave him there and go for the summit at the night, or be there with him the night and morning go back. Because the only cure for hypo, as we call it, is to go back. Ultimately, we have to lower our altitude. You can eat medicines, Diamox and all, there are medicines which helps. But yes, ultimately you have to come down only. There is no cure otherwise. So we had to come back and
that is what team spirit is. I think that is your biggest achievement. I won't call it a failure. I would call it a rather success thing that you're sharing over here.
Yes, but
because that is leadership, right? But again, people need to see those certificates out there. Have you climbed or you have not climbed?
Yes.
They don't want to hear those stories. So your biggest achievement right now. So what have you achieved up till now?
Achievement is climbing Mount Kanchenjunga, which is India's highest mountain and third highest in the world. And it is one of the most difficult mountains in the world. If you Google it, you will find it will always be among the top 3. It's like very, very difficult mountain.
They said three times difficult than Mount Everest, as I have heard.
It's very, very difficult because the summit march, from the summit camp to the summit is the highest for any mountain. Sorry, the longest for any mountain.
Even more than Mount Everest.
Yes, even more than Mount Everest. So the path is very long and people get exhausted all the time. I have seen a person die of exhaustion 3 days before we attempted the summit. So
that didn't scare you?
See, we already know. See, every mountaineer knows that the accidents happen, and sort of like mentally we are prepared for it. And a part of me knows that I will come face to face with these things. So that's a part of mountaineering, you say.
Okay, understood. So Kanchenjunga. So what all happened after you completed the summit? As far as I want to tell viewers, as far as I have done my research, people sometimes say Kanchenjunga is 3 times difficult than Mount Everest. People say it is second difficult to Mount Annapurna. Sir, but why did you attempt Kanchenjunga before Mount Everest? Why not Mount Everest? Why not go for glory?
First of all, see, financial aspect is quite important because Everest is like twice expensive than Kanchenjunga. The permit and other things like logistics wise also. Everest is very expensive, very, very expensive. So that is one thing, the financial aspect of it. And I always
challenges. Challenges.
I always wanted to, attempt something which is not Everest. Everest time will come. I will attempt Everest for sure. I'm sorting out my finances and Everest time will come.
You have talked about finances. I'll come back to that later. But first of all, let us complete this thing. So once you completed the summit, you called back home, you told ye ho gaya. What all changed in your life after that?
First of all, the biggest change I can see is my family is little more comfortable, supportive. I mean, they don't want in their hearts that I should go, but they're not against me now. They are supporting me with my meals and everything, because see, I told you so many meals I eat, but somebody is preparing those meals. I don't know cooking at all. So
okay, so whom do you want to say thank you out here?
So my wife, she prepares all the meals for me, and
thank you, ma'am.
Thanks, ma'am.
आप मैम मत बोलो सर, मुझे बोलने दो. हाँ.
So yeah, but rather other than that, like people ask, and a little expectation has also increased, like from my friend circle and my mountaineering friends, because Kanchenjunga is like very difficult. So now they expect something bigger.
So what all did you get in award and or reward? I would say that is more important. That I would love to know.
Yes, actually, UP government have just started this year, like in 2022. Sorry, not this year, last year, 2022 January. They have started a policy that if a person summits 8,000 meter mountain, they'll give 15 lakhs as a reward.
Jai
and
Mata
that
Di.
reward they have given me. Actually, that reward has come at a very crucial time, because my all money was gone, and even my mountaineering climbing partner, I told him that I don't have money. We won't be climbing 8,000 meters anymore. Finished. And then that reward came, and I it started my journey again.
Okay.
So it's like,
So leave the reward thing, because this fun thing is coming again and again and again. Let's talk about it. Sir, you are a seafarer. How much does a Mount Everest climb cost? Just approximation.
close to 30 lakhs.
30 lakhs. So 3 months of sailing, 4 months of sailing, go for one contract, get those 30 lakhs and go on a ship. Why wait? Now that is something that I want to know.
See, first of all, like, see, I tell you, you cannot do two things wholeheartedly. That's never gonna work. And second of all, if I go 4 months on a ship, that will push back my training again by 1.5 years, because no matter how hard I try, even like 21 when I was sailing, I used to go gym on ship every day. No matter there is a decap, I have worked 24 hours a day continuous. Doesn't matter. I will go 1.5 hours in the gym. I will spend it. That is like non-negotiable. But those 1.5 hours were not enough. Or you can say now they are not enough. I need now 5 hours a day workout, which is like practically
Impossible
on board ship. It's not possible. And it won't work. I won't be able to justify both the things, And I don't-
justice to what you're doing
Yes.
on ship, and so that is why you think that. So sir, abhi tak, but till now you must have earned something as a seafarer. So
Yes, that is a good question actually. Yes, I have earned, and I have made some investments. I have opened a gym recently, Everest Fitness Club.
anybody in Puranpur near Pilibhit, that is a gym, okay.
And but that finances are taking care of my family. See, I cannot turn a blind eye towards my family expense also. That those they are my responsibility, and I have to take care of it. So those expenses I have invested, and they are the returns are taking care of the family expenses. So that part is done. Now I can concentrate on mountaineering. So the fund for mountaineering has to come from somewhere else.
Okay, sir. So these funds can come either, I would say, from shipping companies if they have those CSR activities. Because I think as a seafarer, if you need support and you're doing such a fabulous job, not just for the entire shipping fraternity, but for the country itself, it is a big thing. So definitely through this video, I would request any person who is watching this video who has got the power to talk to the shipping company to ensure that a CSR activity can be done, and let us see if at least one world record can be created. Can
Yes.
it happen, sir?
I have a few plans in my mind, but then those plans can only be disclosed if I have the finances for them. Otherwise, there is no point.
But there is definitely something.
Yes, definitely.
So a seafarer out here who is a mountaineer, who can make the country proud, who can make the entire shipping fraternity proud. Let's see, let's support. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat,
Jai Hind.
Jai Mata.